Well, I am Dr. T.S. Barman, the retired HOD from the Department of Plant Physiology and Breeding, Tokolai Research Institute. So, I welcome you all the stakeholders associated with tea plantation as well as tea planters and those who are specially associated with the tea plantations. So, this is an important subject of tea plantation, particularly this, as and when we know something about the physiology of the tea, then it becomes easier for us to exploit the tea plants, which we can increase the crop yields. So, under this subject, we will discuss a few topics of different topics, particularly say tea seed physiology. That means, as and when we know the physiology of the tea seed, then it becomes easier for us when to pluck, when to germinate, how to germinate, all these things we will discuss in this subject. Then comes to the effect of flower buds on young tea. Normally, the flower bud is not expected. We do not expect any flower bud in the young tea except our seed berries. Next, coming to the growth habits of tea. That means, tea always not growing continuously. It takes some breaks, that which we call it is dormancy. So, we will discuss in this growth habits of tea plants how the phasic growths are taking place in the tea plants. Then we will discuss about the physiological behavior of plucking, on what basis we are going to pluck. That is what I like to say, that we are recommending the 7 days plucking and we sometimes recommend the 11 days plucking. How it is segregated, when to go for 7 days plucking round and when to go to the 11 days round of plucking. Then we will see some differences between physiological difference between the plants existing in the hills of Darjeeling as well as in the plains of northeast India, particularly in the Assam or in West Bengal regions. Then we will see the relationship between the photosynthesis and other traits. That the photosynthesis is the main physiological traits by which the plants produces the carbohydrate, and this carbohydrate is basically diverted into different parts of the plants and which we have harvested as the tea shoots. Then we will go for physiology of pruning. So, in these subjects also, we are recommending the pruning at different months, particularly sometimes in November, December. On what basis we are recommending when to prune the tea bushes. Then the other one of the most important subject is shade and tea physiology. Why in northeast Indian conditions we are using shade trees, particularly the Albizia sinensis, Albizia odorissima, that means it belongs to the leguminous plants. Why not we are using the other plants which are not leguminous? Of course, if you see in the South Indian, this Gravelia robusta is used, which are not recommended at all in northeast Indian condition. Then finally, we will discuss something about the foliar application of urea, zinc and potash. When to apply, how to apply, and in what dose we have to apply these 3 things, which will change the physiological behavior of the plants and ultimately it will help in our crop yield.